Alright, we're live here at the Medical Freedom event at the Capitol. Kind of staying in the shade for now until it starts, and we'll probably go up a little closer here. Let's see.
Whatever that is, I want you to move it, and I want you to be on it like this. Real tall. You might have to move in a little bit, you know, when you do it. You want to take a shot? Too aggressive.
Hey everybody.
Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. We're not started yet, but we'll be started shortly, and this is amazing. What a beautiful day. Thank you so much.
Thank you everybody for being here. We really need the support. Hello, Minnesota. How are you? Thank you for being here. Thank you everybody for being here.
You got to talk a little bit louder on this one. He'll put you up a little bit too. We got anybody else who wants to try?
I think we're good for now, and then
All right.
Dr. Bob will be the one, but I'll tell him to
Dr.
talk
Bob,
with the band.
let's show him. Let's show him. Bob, Dr. Bob. Dr. Bob. House call.
I want to make sure you're well heard this
We have.
We've been looking forward.
Oh, good.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Dr. Bob Zajac. I'm so happy that you're here. We look forward. We started about 30 minutes or so. Call your friends if they're not here yet, because if they're not here yet, they might not be your friends. Goodbye.
Bob, try to go at the mic.
Apparently, I wasn't speaking loud enough, so let me say it again. I'm Dr. Bob Zajac. Glad you're here today. Can you hear me? Who's here for freedom? You here for freedom? Call your friends.
It works better on the front, not on the side. Okay.
Did we figure out the parking issue yet? Where are those trash cans?
So there's going to be some trash receptacles. They're going to be white cardboard trash receptacles. Please use them. We'll have them placed out here shortly. Porta potties are down there if you need to go potty.
So this is the crowd.
Testing 1, 2.
Definitely
Greetings, Wisconsin.
more people coming.
Where's my Wisconsin buddies? I'm Dr. Pat Hedlund from Wisconsin. Thank you for coming. And welcome Minnesota too. We love you guys too.
You've seen the sun, but you ain't seen it shine.
So I do have some troopers around.
Check 1 2. Check 1
Got
2.
the We the People truck. Guess they put caution tape up. Got two of them. Troopers, there's a couple over there, a couple over there. They're kind of strategically placed around, I guess. Looks like we got a little bit of a slant to her here. There we go. Still my level. But yeah, there's a couple troopers around. They're not wearing gas masks or any sticks today, so they just came as they were. So this is the Medical Freedom event. Quite a few people out here. Pretty nice day out. It's a little warm in the sun. I might hit the shade up until it starts here.
Yeah, but we had the last rally that were, and it was right here. There were a lot more people. A lot more.
SWAT truck's back. Is it? This is Jason. I'm in Minnesota right now. I think he's gonna go live from a different.
I'm waiting until it starts.
Yeah, he's gonna wait till it starts. We're kind of just. I went back to the shade because I don't want my phone to overheat.
Well, you got overheating problems, don't you?
Yeah, my phone keeps overheating. I need to buy a new one, but the costs are
With all that
there.
YouTube money you make, living in your mom's basement and everything with no bills.
Hey, I'm live now. Don't tell them all that.
Oh, shoot. Let the secret out.
Don't tell them all that.
That's Monday through Friday for government. Otherwise, I know this area.
Much cooler in the shade, though.
It is a lot of fun.
Got some signs, some experiment on a vaccine.
Very good attorney on
But yeah, the event hasn't started. I think it starts at 4. So 14 minutes, just a little early. Crowd keeps trickling in. Actually, getting to be a pretty big crowd.
There's a lot of people coming still down. Within about 15 minutes, he calls me.
My internet connection's becoming unstable.
Are you overheating?
Maybe. I didn't know I was gonna get this warm today. It's kind of.
Yeah, a little bit. Uh-oh. Copyrighted music.
It's alright.
There goes all your money you were gonna make today. I'll hold $3. Should've brought my beef jerky. I'm getting hungry. It's been a long day.
I should have brought another water. Holy cow. Yeah, I don't think 2 porta potties is enough.
That'd be a good interview spot.
That's a good point.
Not like they're going anywhere.
Yeah, they're all in line.
So what'd you think of the picture?
It's an interesting.
It's a good call, right?
That's what I'd do. If
I mean, if you got 2 license plates are better than 1, right?
leave them both on.
One's expired.
I'm surprised you didn't put that on your community tab.
I should do that on my community tab.
Blur out the plate though.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Blur the plate out.
Lots of flags around.
Pretty decent size.
Still tons of people coming in too. From all directions.
Expected over 1,000.
Yeah, that's what the trooper was saying, is they expected over 1,000 here.
You gonna get the mainstream shot up there, like the Natasha Bay floating in the wind and stuff? Or?
No. I don't think I want to be in the sun. I'll turn pink if I'm in the sun. I'm a little bit of Irish in me, right? A little bit of Irish in me.
Så jeg vil tage jer til en pop.
I don't got pots of gold. Yeah. Take a roam around here. So I will say they're planning for good, because that is the line for porta potty. Oh, little puppy. Adorable. It does look like there are some St. Paul police here as well. And then they have the roaming state patrol SWAT truck. Yeah. Bathroom line, pretty long. Oh, that guy has a cool sign. It's like an LED scrolling sign. It's pretty cool. I don't know if I've ever seen something like that. It's pretty neat. Looks like it's even solar power. That's extra cool. Doesn't come with it. That's a cool sign, man.
Thank you. So how's the brightness? Is it good? I think it's a max bright. So.
You can't see it as well when you were walking this way. And the green is better. Yeah.
The green is better than the blue. All right.
Up close. Oh yeah, yeah, nothing else.
Cool. I always like to check out stuff I've never seen before. Never seen a scrolling billboard like that with solar power. It's pretty creative. But yeah, people are still coming in. Lots of people still coming in.
You wouldn't have a cigarette for sale, would you?
I don't smoke, man.
All right,
Sorry.
you're healthier than that.
I don't know. Huh? So there's another shade spot over here.
We're going to get started here shortly. I just want to thank you guys, all of you, for being here. I do want to let you all know, though, that we are just getting started, and we have this, the Capitol steps reserved for October 23rd, at which time we will be marching to a certain mansion that we own. So please keep October 23rd open. And it's going to be amazing to have another group of amazing speakers and to march amongst all these awesome people.
St. Paul Fire. Still tons of people coming in. These jump out boys don't like being filmed, so they drive away if I go and film them. So we got Capitol Security over there. Roads are blocked. Still people coming in. Lots of people. It's gonna be a big event. See if I get a little overview of the crowd here. So Governor Walz was at the firefighter memorial there, and he did a little speech. I wonder if he'll come to this one. I don't think these people are too in them here. Ooh, here comes the sun again. Go back behind some clouds. Droves of people still coming in. Who do you work for?
We don't.
You don't work?
Well, we don't work it today. That's right.
Sunday. What are you posing as today?
Am I posing?
Yeah.
You think I'm posing?
Yeah, press, it's posing.
We're posing?
You're a fake press.
Oh, a fake press.
Yeah.
This is the only actual real press there is anymore.
is this true?
Somebody live streaming.
Right, I know. Who are you live streaming for?
I'm
Mercado?
live streaming for myself.
Oh yeah, Mercado Media?
Do I look like
No, you don't look like Anthony Mercado.
Okay.
Yeah.
These guys are funny. Think I owe him an explanation or something.
Yeah.
Well, I'm interested. You wanted my attention, you got it.
At least they got two.
It's like an hour wait for the porta potty. So I guess you can just walk up to people and demand who they work for now. Oh, those guys' whole job is just to stir shit. That's all they're doing. That's all they're doing is going around stirring shit. You see those guys try to stir shit with me?
Oh, where?
Those dudes right there.
The ones that are walking up there now?
Yeah.
What were they saying?
They just came at me like Antifa members, really.
Did you ask them if they were Antifa? There in Bloomington, there's a porta potty on fire.
A porta potty on fire?
First alarm.
It's going to start pretty soon. Yeah, it's...
All right.
We'll find a top spot in the shade.
I'm a respiratory therapist with 22 years of experience. And I absolutely love my job. I love taking care of patients. I love giving them that sincere human touch, not just being a therapist, but making them feel like they're truly cared for and loved. I feel like I'm very good at it. I have a high level of experience. I've done everything from flying on helicopters with critically ill newborn babies to taking care of elderly folks at the end of their life. Last year I was considered a hero. Not so much anymore. Now I'm considered expendable. My friend Mike right here, he's a respiratory therapist too. He and I just resigned our positions at the same hospital in the same department. And they are going to feel our absence. Mike is one of the best respiratory therapists in this nation. And if you're sick, if you're on a ventilator, and you need high levels of oxygen, you want somebody like Mike standing between you and a doctor with an endotracheal tube. You want someone like Mike standing there that's going to fight for ivermectin, or hydroxychloroquine, or vitamin D. You want somebody like Mike that's going to be critically thinking, not just some robot who's going to follow orders without thinking for themselves. But that is all over now. We got tired of the coercion, and we got tired of watching patients die without proper treatment. I've had it up to here.
And I'm not going to take any more of this bullshit. I'm done playing the stupid games. We're going to play our own game. I'm not going to put a face muzzle on my kids anymore and hide their humanity and scare them. This is not their burden to carry. I pulled my kids out of school the very second they announced a mask mandate, and homeschooling has been amazing. It's a beautiful experience. I'm done patronizing businesses with silly mask required signs on their door or vaccine required. I'm not going to give them my money anymore. I'll go elsewhere. I'm 100% done with all of it, and I beg all of you to do the same. If you can quit your job, quit your job. Take those masks off your kid. If you can homeschool, do it. I'm telling you, it is an amazing experience. Teach them right. Don't go to those businesses anymore. Don't give them your money. If we all stop complying, if we all just stop complying, we can end this very quickly. I asked myself a lot of questions about what the heck's going on in this world, and some of those questions, like, do we really think that those pushing these vaccine mandates didn't know what was going to happen? Did we think they didn't know that they were destroying livelihoods? Destroying the healthcare system? Do we think they didn't know that they were going to be forcing hospitals to run understaffed? No, they knew this. These people pushing these mandates knew that hospitals would not have enough staff to take care of the patients. What we are witnessing is the controlled demolition of the American healthcare system. And unfortunately, and I don't want to dive down a conspiracy wormhole here, but I think we could be experiencing the controlled demolition of the American empire. And I'm going to read you a quote by one Klaus Schwab. So Klaus Schwab is the leader of Davos, the founder of the World Economic Forum, and the author of the book, The Great Reset. And you can look this up. You can find video evidence of this man saying this. And what he said is, by the year 2030, you will own nothing and you will be happy. Sounds like communism to me, and I'm not going to take it. We are not going to stand for that. I say no way. I'm disgusted up to here. If we own nothing, who owns everything? This is not just about a virus or a mysterious fluid they want to pump in your arm, that of which we don't even know the ingredients. It is about that, but it's about more. It's about for an actual scientific debate. It's for fighting for our freedom of speech. It's for fighting for our ability to be mobile in this country, to be able to fly on airplanes, go on vacation, go to restaurants, go to theaters and museums. It's about fighting for a future for our children that we can be comfortable with. We're going to fight every single morsel of this nonsense, and I'm just getting started, and so are you. Hence October 23rd. So a little bit more about who I am and how I got to be at this podium. I am just an ordinary guy. I'm as normal as you can get as an American. It's unfortunate because I'd rather not be putting up this fight. I'd rather be in the woods with a tent and some fishing poles with my family, and the debate should be paddleboard or kayak. I was asking myself for 18 months, when will people hit the streets? I was complaining about lockdowns and masks, and I too was guilty of just hoping it would go away. But just 5 weeks ago, I crawled out of my hole of hopelessness and despair, and it has been an amazing whirlwind of a journey. Just an ordinary guy. In just this short time, I founded an organization, StopTheMandateMN.org. I speak with politicians almost on a daily basis. I was on the Stu Peters show, and I organized this. An ordinary guy, just a regular American, and that is my message to you. It is you and I, regular Americans, that can make change. And so what our job is now is moving forward. We need to all be fearless. And I'm going to tell you a quote by John Adams that has been driving me through this. It does not take a majority to prevail. It takes an irate and tireless minority, keen on setting brush fires of freedom in the minds of men. So that is what I'm asking all of you to do. For every single one of you standing here being a hero and doing your part protesting, there are 1,000 people. Now, seriously, this is the point. There are thousands of people at home still just hoping it goes away, wanting to live their normal lives. They see the scam. The sheep will be sheep. We're not going to waste our time with them. They don't even author their own thoughts. We need to find every single person that sees this scam and this lie, and we need to tell them to join us. We need to tell them that we need to unify once and for all. Because if we all join together, there is no way we will be ignored. The tide is turning, and I can feel the momentum swing in our favor. Speaking of favors, I have a favor to ask. Could you all, I'm gonna wait a moment. Please pull out your phones and get the phone app ready. Everybody pull out your phones. I'm gonna wait just about 30 seconds here. I'm gonna give you a phone number. This is about contacting our legislators. That is another action step we can take. So I'm gonna give you a phone number, and I'm gonna say it twice, and then I'll tell you what we're going to do with that phone number. And then in between speakers, I'll have another phone number and an email too. So that phone number, I hope you're ready, 507-452-2067. 507-452-2067. That is Senate Majority Leader Jeremy Miller's phone. I need you all to contact him and call him between speakers after the rally. We need to call him and tell him that he needs to stop vaccine mandates as part of the special session. The special session is entirely pre-negotiated, so waiting till the day of the session isn't going to work. So you call him tonight, you call him tomorrow 5 times. You call him tomorrow, the next day 10 times, and then you tell your friends to call him 10 times until his phone explodes. You tell him he's committing political suicide if he doesn't act and that his career will be over. We need these people inside this building to do something for us. So that is what we can do. We can stop complying and we can contact our legislators. Another thing you can do is go to the Vaccine Safety Council of Minnesota's website and go to their action steps. And there you can select your own legislator, type your email, and have that sent to them. So we really, honestly, we need to do those things. We need to contact our legislators. We need to make their phones blow up to make them understand that we are a massive group and we will not. We need them to comply with our demands, is what we need to happen. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. So I'm going to get this rally started proper and get some real speakers up here now. But thank you so much for being here. And please, please keep fighting with me. Keep fighting with me. Thank you so much. And so next up, we have Elena Brazil. We have a request to say the Pledge of Allegiance. I think Dr. Hedlund will do that when he speaks. He's very good at it, so we will do that. We have Elena Brazil coming up here. She's a healthcare worker who has also been greatly affected by the lunacy of these vaccine mandates. So let's hear it for Elena Brazil, everybody. Thank you.
Okay, well, Mark pretty much announced me again. I'm Elena Brazil. Today marks 19 years since I left the VA Medical Center after working for almost 20 years. 19 days I have cried, been angry, and devastated. I have dedicated the better part of my life serving veterans who have given the ultimate sacrifice for the very thing that forced me out of the doors of the VA. Our freedoms. As a VA employee, I received emails from the Minnesota Department of Health back in March when COVID started. There was a series of 3 emails from them. The first one started because there was no billing code for COVID. By the third email, they had come up with the code, and next they were instructing physicians to mark death certificates COVID deaths if a person had one of the symptoms, whether it was suspected or assumed, and with or without any testing. That is when I knew we were facing the fight of our lives. In war, truth is always the first casualty, and this was about to be a war that we had never seen. In healthcare, I have watched medical professionals abandon protocols that have been used for years. They basically told people to stay home until their lips turned blue from lack of oxygen before coming to the hospital. People's critical care was put on hold and ignored, and now people are being denied care because of their vaccination status. We went from 2 weeks to flatten the curve to 3 shots to feed your family. If you believe pharmaceutical companies are on your side, remember this. You staying sick, it is what's keeping them alive and in business. The only real reason COVID is a true killer is because it has killed the flu, cancer, and heart disease, to name a few. It has killed the ability of critical thinking, logic, and common sense. It has also killed the economy and millions of businesses, and it most definitely has killed human connection, love, and compassion. For 19 months, I have watched the horror unfold, and not the horror of COVID. I have never been afraid of COVID, just where it was leading us. I've watched the devastation to humanity, the mistreatment, the lies, the division, etc. I have seen things and heard people say, if we refuse the vaccine, we don't deserve to be healthcare workers. Or that if we get sick, we should be denied any medical care and that compassion that we have extended to them and their families. But as a healthcare worker, I will still fight for their medical freedoms and their freedoms of choice. The freedom to decide what goes into our bodies is as vitally as important as the freedom that our soldiers have fought and died for. I have raised 6 children. I have lost 1 child to a vaccine. I myself am vaccine injured. I am not new to this fight. I have fought for medical freedom for years, but it has always been for the kids, mine, yours, and everyone else's. May it never be said of me that I was silent in the face of fear, and in doing so, passed on the battle to my children. However, I never expected to be thrown front and center onto the battleground to provide for my family. But I want to bring to everyone's attention, especially those that have filed an exemption to keep your job, is that it's only buying you time. It does not end here. A 1.5 years ago, I stood on these very steps because they were trying to introduce bills to remove any and all religious exemptions. So to all of you, if you have sat silent for the last 19 months, or you saw things that you questioned, yet you didn't speak up, or if you have told people, just wear the mask, because it's just a mask, you had a hand in driving us where we are today. But the importance in my statement is that now you are all here, and that's what matters. And I hope the next time you believe mothers, when they cross your path and tell you their child or loved one has been injured by a vaccine, and that you stand on your truths and never try to silence their fears or freedoms. We need more Del Bigtrees, Dr. Bob Zajacs, and Dr. Aaron Williams in the world. We need more heroes. The people that have nothing to gain and everything to lose. 2 weeks ago, Governor Walz stood on this very spot to honor the fallen victims of 9/11. But I ask you, where is the same level of outrage for the loss of lives from the COVID vaccine, or the thousands who will lose their livelihood because they're going to be forced out of their job because of a vaccine mandate? Does anyone else see the hypocrisy in this? I have one more thing I would like to share before I wrap this up. As I was writing this speech, I found it odd the number 19 kept coming up over and over. COVID-19, 19 months of tyranny, 19 years at the VA, 19 days since my departure. I needed to know the significance of that number, so I looked it up. The angel number 19 is symbolic of the Alpha and the Omega, or the beginning and the end, and it made sense. Through the devastation of leaving a job that I had for almost 20 years that became a huge part of my life, I was one of the fortunate ones. I was blessed with a new beginning, a new job still in healthcare, the field I love, but in a place I know I will be safe. I will never be enforced to inject anything into my body, and I will have the right to make my own choices. I would like to leave you all with this. On my last day of work at the VA, during my exit interview, my boss looked me straight in the face and said, "Well, I figured since you turned in your resignation, you would change your mind." I politely told her that this will be the hill I will die on. She then told me I was brave, and then applauded